Okay, cool. So today is Monday, February 19th, and this is Team Liberate. So I think this is like our third call. And we have our guest speaker is Cassie today from Team Boom, Team Elevate, and Team
Arenda.
How do you say it?
Arenda.
Arenda. Where did that come from?
It means it's a mystical force that everyone possesses to create change in their own life or other people's lives.
That's really cool. How did you come to think of that?
Pinterest.
I like it. I love when there's like
I stumbled across it and I was like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I wanted to, when I was in LA at the the New Leadership Conference, I was with Ashley like the whole time. And we were talking, we always talk about Team Boomers and hey, Meredith, and, like our own teams. And I was like, because I think you had said in the Diamond Dash group, that you're close to one. I don't know. Maybe you had told me you were close to 1 star or something. So I said,
was in the Boom fam.
It was in the Boom fam. Okay. So I said to Ashley, I was like, so Cassie's almost, at 1 star. And she was like, she's actually almost at 2 star. And then a little bit after that, I think I started like following your SC points. And so I was just really, I think we're all always kind of curious. Like you see these people who are doing so well and you see like the SC board and stuff. And I'm going to mute everybody. And I think sometimes you can get caught up in the like, they must be doing something. Continue. Like they must be doing something that I'm not doing. Like what's working for them. And while I do think everybody has systems and strategies and ideas and topics that they can suggest, I think it's a great reminder sometimes to be reminded that like we're all doing the vitals and we're all doing a lot of the same things. But you might have some tidbits of information or tips to help us. So I just thought everybody could benefit from hearing like what you're doing and what your strategy is and
for sure
what your mindset is here,
Mm-hmm. So I know you already saw this because I posted in Elevate, but I was just thinking the other day, and before I get into anything, you guys know that we have probably I think there's 450,000 like teams, like Beachbody teams, and then all of those teams have a bunch of people in those teams, so there is literally probably 1 million, just kidding, not 1 million, but a lot of Beachbody coaches. So you probably are not the only Beachbody coach on your person's page that you're friends with. They probably have at least 5 to 10 Beachbody coaches on their page, including you. So you kind of have to, you can't be that white noise health and fitness coach. You can't just be, posting your sweaty selfie and, a little workout video. I mean, yes, those help for sure. But you cannot just be Beachbody. Your page cannot, unless it's a like page, then obviously you mostly post Beachbody related stuff, but you also have to put in little tidbits of, I think I just said Timbits because I'm craving them, but little tidbits of, information about you and who you are as a person. I just had someone sign up with me who, I think I sent her an invite and she messaged me back and she straight up said, listen, as soon as I get my taxes back, I am signing up with you. I have had this other Beachbody coach follow up with me for a complete year already, but honestly, I have nothing in common with her. I don't know who she is other than a Beachbody coach, and you literally attract me on your page. I'm always looking for your posts. I'm always looking at your stories, and you really, really interest me. I want to be with you and not with her. And she was she went on to say that she kind of feels bad that she's not signing up with her because she's been following up with her for a year. But, it's not, to me, it's not about who signs up with who. I just love that they're being helped. And you really have to kind of have that mentality and have that mindset that you don't care if it's with you that they sign up with, or if it's with their cousin or their coworker that they sign up to do this with. You just care that they are going to change their life. And that's going to kind of, that's going to show that you truly honestly care about them, and not care about the Success Club point, not care about the commission, that you honestly truly just want what's best for them. And that's what's going to make them kind of come to you instead of go to that other person who is just Success Club driven, gotta hit rank driven type of person, because people can feel that. They can feel that when you're not in it to actually help them, and when you're in it to kind of just benefit you. You don't want to benefit you want to benefit them. That's why we're doing this, right? So that's kind of something to, keep in mind with that. You want to show people that they are people and not points. You don't want to be salesy. You kind of just, what am I trying to say here? I'm a mess. Of course, I didn't take any notes or write down anything before we decided to do this. So I'm winging it. But you just want to be genuine. And I don't know if any of you guys listened to the National Wake Up Call today, but she said something that really stood out to me. She said, you can't just act genuine. You have to actually be genuine. People see right through that shit. You can't just act nice. You just can't act like you truly want to help them. You actually have to feel it in your belly, and it needs to burn in your belly, and you need to show that to them. And I think that's why I kind of have a lot of success, is because, yes, I love rank and I love recognition as much as the next person, but I am not focused on that. I am just focused on truly, truly helping people get out of, whatever situation they're in, the ruts that they're in. Even if it's not Beachbody related, like, someone will post, like, how people always post those attention-seeking statuses where they're like, oh, no one talked to me, stuff like that. I will message that person. I'll be like, hey, I know I don't know you and I'm a complete stranger, but whatever is going on in your life, you can talk to me. I'm here for you, even though you do not know me. And usually people, blow up my inbox and they're like, yeah, this is everything that's going on in my life. And, we just talk about life. And I don't invite them. I don't say, oh, you know what? I'm sorry that's going on in your life, but I think that this Beachbody program would really help you. We just talk, and, I usually will check in with them and say, how is everything going? And they're like, oh, great. And I still don't invite them. I see that they're watching my stories and stuff, but I don't want to come off as those type of people that I'm just concerned with them because I eventually want them to buy something from me.
Right.
And I will just keep asking, how's everything going? And they'll say like, oh, super good, better. And then if they say like, everything's a lot better, then I will do like a little something. I will be like, I'm so happy that everything's okay, blah, blah, blah. And I'll kind of relate to what we were talking about before. So-and-so is all cleared up. I don't know if it's your type of thing, but I am holding my next challenge group, and it's okay if you don't want to participate yet, something like that. But I don't just send like a bunch of copied messages one after another and hope that someone kind of answers me. So whenever I send a message, I try to, for example, hey girls, like instead of just saying like, hey girl, sending positive vibes your way. I love meeting new people. I hope you have a great night, and just end it at that. If they're a mom, I will say like, oh my God, your kids are precious. What are their names? I'll say something about their hair, like, I really like your hair, blah, blah, blah. I love your glasses. I will point out something that I noticed on their page so that it doesn't seem like it's just copy and paste, hey girl, I don't know you and I don't care, and I'm going to invite you in a month now. So also something that I do is when I do send them a hey girl and I put them in my Asana, I don't know if you guys use Asana, but I will kind of put them for like a week out before I even send an invite, and I'll make sure that when they come up in my Asana, I know it's kind of a lot of work, but honestly, it really does help. So I'll put them in for like a week out, and when they come up in my Asana, I'll make a point to go to their page, and I'll like or comment on a few things recently that they posted, maybe a picture, you know, oh my gosh, you look so pretty in this picture, even if they don't, you know, who knows. But
I always say you can, you know, well, not
yeah,
necessarily with looks, but like you can always stretch the truth. Like pretend that you want to go on that place to vacation, and pretend that you love that girl's name, you know.
Ask questions, you know, and people know that when you're just, you know, like if you do like 1 or 2 words on their picture on Instagram or Facebook, like, okay, yeah, that's not going to get much. Actually take a minute to actually think for a second and actually write out like a whole sentence. It doesn't have to be a damn paragraph, but, you know, between like 3 to 7 words at least, like, you know, if they're talking about vacation, like you just said, you know, just ask a question like, oh, where's that? That looks super pretty, if they didn't already say it. Or, you know, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to go there. I hope you're having a great time. You know, something like that, because it does go a long way. People remember that kind of stuff when you're constantly liking their stuff and commenting on it. And it actually seems like you actually want to be engaged with them, and you want to actually kind of like actually be friends with them, which is the end product. You know, you actually do want to build relationships with people, and you do want to become their friends. So you have to actually show it before they even think about joining you, before they even think about, before you even think about sending them an invite. You want to kind of set that foundation that you guys are friends, you guys are cool, and then it is going to make it a lot easier in that transition for sending invites and stuff. It's not going to be awkward, like, okay, she's probably not going to answer me, but I'm going to send it anyway. It's kind of like, hell yeah, like we've talked a bunch, I'm going to send this invite. And since I've started actually doing that and engaging more on people's personal pages, I've gotten so much better, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like traction?
Yes. Because before, I wouldn't do that. I was trying to move so fast with my business and everything that I was like not paying attention to anyone's page. I was just kind of like sending messages, in Asana, send more messages, in Asana, send more messages. And I mean, yeah, eventually that added up, but all those people that have signed up with me, they're like non-existent anymore. They like bought their stuff and now they don't talk to me, or we're not even friends on Facebook, or they blocked me. I don't know. But that doesn't really happen anymore because I actually take the time to get to know these people instead of just thinking that I need to hit Success Club and that I need volume and stuff like that, because all of that will come from actually caring about people. It's inevitable.
What if they don't answer you, like ever?
Ever?
Do you like give up on them ever?
Oh, no. I just had a girl sign up with me that I have messaged. I mean, not every month. I skipped a month or two when, you know, like after 5 times, she still didn't answer me. I'm like, okay. I put her in Asana for like 2.5 months out. But yeah, I have people every month who have not answered me for a solid 6 months before that. Mm-hmm. Every month. It's inevitable. It happens. And another thing is, do not pick and choose who you are sending invites to. Because I used to be so scared to invite my college. I didn't go to college. My high school friends. And, you know, friends that, you know, childhood friends. I'm like so airheaded right now. Childhood friends, stuff like that. I was always so scared to invite them. And like for instance, I just had a girl sign up with me who I went to high school with, who I was terrified of in high school because she always looked like she could beat me up. So I definitely did not want to send her an invite. Plus, she's like friends with the father, my child's father, and I always feel like that group of people kind of like always made fun of me about doing this entire year. So I have not sent her one message. And then last month I was like, you know what? Stop being a scared little bitch. send her a goddamn invite. So I'm sorry that I'm swearing so much.
Fine.
And I finally sent her one, and she's like, yeah, I've actually been thinking about doing it for a few months, but I don't know where to start. And here I am like, what the hell? Like, how selfish of me that I didn't send her a message, and she could have got started a few months ago. And now she's doing the program. She went through me. She bought it through me, and she's doing amazing. And she could have been so much farther in her journey if I wouldn't have been a little chicken shit and just decided not to message her because I figured it was going to be a no.
Right.
Same thing with my ex who I dated for like 3 years. I started following his fiance, and then they got married and stuff. And she always watches my stories and stuff, but I was always scared to message her because she knows who I am. Long story, whatever. But I was like, okay, if I message her, she's probably going to like beat up her husband for whatever reason. But I did it anyways. And I'm like, I literally threw my phone. Like I sent her an invite, and I'm like, okay, I'm not looking at my phone for the rest of the day because I probably just screwed up really bad. But she's actually, after we get off this call, she is signing up for her challenge pack through me. So you really cannot say no for people.
Yeah, for them.
Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about.
So tell us a little bit more about like what you do. Like, what do you do every day?
Okay. Well, so I quit my job in November to be a full-time Beachbody coach, and I got immediately lazy. I was starting to sleep in, and I was like, well, I don't have a full-time job anymore. So I was getting up at like 9 a.m., walking around my house with like a robe on and just like, prancing around, not really doing jack. And then at like 3 p.m. I would get these spurts where I'm like, okay, I'm going to work my business. So then I would work it for a little bit, and it really wasn't working. And it was showing in my like success. It was showing on the scoreboard. I wasn't really getting as far as I usually was. And in my head, I didn't know what I was doing wrong at first. So then the other day, I was sitting on, it was three pay periods ago. I logged into my account because it was Thursday, and I was like, all right, my car insurance is due next week, $566. How much money did I make so I know what exactly I'm doing? It was a $21 fucking paycheck. I literally cried for like 3 hours at my desk because I was like, how the hell do I have a $21 paycheck? That's not going to pay anything. I think I was negative like $5 in my bank account. So now I have $15. Great. What is that going to get for me? So now since then, so three pay periods ago, I had a $21 paycheck. Then I had next week after that was $221. This Thursday is $661. So I'm finally back on my grind, and I'm finally like realize that I can never have a $21 paycheck again. That is not going to feed my family. That is not going to pay my bills. So now I kind of wake up, and the first thing I do before I even get out of bed is I figure out what my schedule is going to be for today. What am I going to accomplish for today? I don't plan my month, because as soon as I plan my month, I look at it and I don't do anything because I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So, or even my week. Don't do it. I don't do it. I mean, if you're cool with that, if that works for you, but I can't do it. So I sit in bed, I say, okay, what are the top 3 things that I know I need to do for today? Because you don't want to have a huge to-do list, because then that's going to be overwhelming too. Not only that, but life happens. More times than one, you're going to sit down to start doing your stuff. Something's going to happen. Someone's going to call. You're going to have to go do something, and half of your to-do list is still not accomplished. And then you have to go to bed feeling unaccomplished because you didn't get half of it done. So what I like to do, like I said, before I get out of bed, what are the top 3 things that I'm doing today? So today, when I woke up, I said, okay, Cassie, what are the top 3 things that you need to get done today? Anything else is extra. 1, was following up in my Asana because it is super backed up right now. So 100 messages in my Asana, get done. That is my number one thing. Number two, and with my Asana, it's invites / follow-up, so those kind of go hand in hand. Number two is I'm running a free group starting tomorrow for a week. So get everything ready for that. You need to get everyone added. You need to get all the meal plans set up. And I also planned a few posts today in the free group, for one for each day, so that it's kind of like a little bit of a weight off my shoulders, just in case you know, I don't post the one day, or I'm sure I know I'll post, but it's at least one more post, or one less post that I have to do. Mm-hmm. So I scheduled a bunch of posts to go in my free group to automatically post for engagement and stuff. And then the third thing was expanding my network. So I went from 2,146 followers on Instagram this morning to ending in, where's my Instagram? To ending in 2,256 followers. So I like followed a bunch of people on Instagram. I don't know if you guys know what Captivate and Cleaner is for Instagram, but that's how I just got all those followers. So I did all of that. And would you guys be able to hold on 1 second?
Of course.
Okay, because my daughter's going to bed. I just have to say goodnight.
Okay. Think of any questions you guys have for her. I have two I have written down. She's so funny.
Brooke, do you know what Captivate is? The app she just mentioned?
Yeah, so Captivate is one to follow mass people, like really easy, really fast. And Cleaner is how you can unfollow mass people really fast, because you want to make sure that the number of people that you are following is much lower than the number of people that are following you.
Yeah. You don't want to seem like a robot.
And I think each one has like an upgrade for $5, and it's like 1,000% needed and worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely needed. The $5 for it goes a long way, because like right now, as we're on this call, I have my night mode on. So I have 156 people that Instagram wouldn't let me follow all the way, because Instagram kind of catches it for you on the app, to where Instagram will block you if you're following too many people too fast. So it'll kind of tell you like, hey, whoa, you're moving too fast. We're going to add this to the queue for you. And every 90 seconds, we're going to follow one person out of the queue you have. So I have 173 people in my queue that Instagram wouldn't let me follow right away. And I usually start my night mode, like when I go to sleep at night, or when I'm doing something that I don't need my phone, I will just let it sit on night mode, and it just automatically follows the people that I wanted to follow earlier in the day.
So they actually, the apps will like prevent you from going to Instagram jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Instagram, it says like your action was rejected. Do you want to add the rest of the people to the queue? And
right. So it's like it doesn't even get to Facebook, because it's like no. Yeah. I know that you're going to get blocked. Okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely check them out, Alex. I've been using them for like a week now, and they're amazing. I don't know about what you do, Cassie, but in order to follow people, I've mostly been going to like my followers, people that it's like really in my niche, and then going to their followers and following them.
Yep, I do that. Or I will go to a really hot guy's Instagram, and I will go to his followers, because they're all just a bunch of women that are like, oh, he's so hot. So one after another, there's all those women in that hot guy's Instagram. So that's easy.
Joe does that too. Joe's really going to take that away.
I was going to say, I might reverse that stream right there.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, honestly, there is no difference between us and the top 10 coaches, there's really not. There's just like a couple variables that are obviously different. One, time. Two, well, I guess
timing
just
meaning each day, or timing meaning how long we've been a coach?
basically how long you've been a coach. And now, I mean, you could say like, yeah, but I've been a coach for like 3 years and I'm an Emerald coach, but that goes with the second thing. How, you know, not like, I don't want to say aggressively, but how like consistent they are, and
How long you've been treating it like a business, like a real legit business.
Exactly.
Not a part-time job. How long have you been treating it like a business?
Yes. And another thing is like, without kind of even knowing it, I know it now because I kind of had like an epiphany. It is really not hard to get people, and it really is not hard to, rank advance. Like, you might think, like people say all the time, like it's easy to get to diamond. And you're thinking in your head, like, no, it's not. When I first started as a coach and I saw that I needed 4 active coaches on each leg, and one of those coaches has to be an emerald for me to be a diamond, I automatically thought to myself, that's never going to happen. What the hell? That's never going to happen. I'm not going to do that. And that kind of reflected in my work, because without knowing it, I was already doubting it.
Mm-hmm.
I was already doubting the fact that was probably, it was going to take a long time for it to happen. And like, I would start thinking to myself, like, it would be September, and I would say like, now this is just an example, like say in September, I'd be like, okay, by February, I want to be a diamond coach. You do not need 5 months to become a diamond coach. Like people most of the time, they see like what it takes to be like a diamond coach or a 1-star, and they're like, they push their goal to be like, okay, in 4 months from now, I'm gonna be that. Make it 2 months from now, and make your work reflect that.
Right.
Because I didn't realize how easy it was really to become a diamond. Once I became diamond, I was like, wait, really? That was it? Like, I feel like I didn't even do anything really to become a diamond. I mean, obviously I did, but I felt
it's
like
nothing like crazy, like
exactly nothing,
just
nothing extraneous.
Your invites, having your challengers, giving them a great experience, and then they're going to turn over to coach.
Exactly. And you don't need to do a million things a day. You know, obviously you don't want to do like, okay, so on Monday I'm going to do invites and a post, and on Tuesday I'm going to send friend requests, and on Wednesday I am going to do an Instagram story. You obviously need to consistently do all of your vitals daily, but don't get caught up in thinking that you have to do a 50 to 100 of each of those vitals. You know, if you just invite 10 new people a day to your challenge group every single day, that is 300 new people at the end of the month that you have talked to. And, you know, when you're doing 10 a day, you're like, okay, it's not really overwhelming. And then when you think about it, holy shit, you just talked to 300 people. You just planted 300 seeds. Like, yeah, some months, I think the one month I messaged probably like 400 to 500 people, and like 100 of them replied to me, and like 20 of them said next month, and then like 5 of them signed up with me. So you just have to keep going. Just because, you know, people are reading your message and not responding, it kind of like is a pet peeve in coaching when like my coaches are like, no one's answering me. I literally screenshot my inbox of everyone reading my messages and not replying and be like, yes, me either. Keep going. That's network marketing. Right. You know, not everyone is going to say yes to you, but at least you planted that seed so that now they're watching you. Now they're going to see like, okay, is this girl legit? And guys, you have to be proof of the product, and you have to show up to yourselves every day to be able to show up to other people. You know, other people I'm not trying to call out other network marketers right now, but there's just a few on my page. For example, like now I just block every single It Works person because they all just kind of grind my gears. But before, when I was a coach, I would see all these It Works people posting other people's results. Never in like the 8 months that I was friends with them, they post their own results, but they're posting like, oh, look at what this rap did to my friend. And I'm like, okay, but what is it doing for you? Like, you really expect me to buy something that I know that you're not doing because you're not posting your own damn results.
Right.
No, you're not actually doing it. So why would I do it? You know what I mean? Same for like half of the people who do like the teeth whitening toothpaste. They're not using the toothpaste, okay? But they're posting everyone else's white and yellow teeth results. Like, where are your results, though? Like, why would I spend $40 on toothpaste when I know you're going to bed at night brushing with Crest? Like, you know? So you guys really, really have to be proof of the product.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I have 2 quick questions. I don't know if anybody else has questions. So what do you think is like your your like not really percent, but how much do you spend on Facebook versus Instagram?
So, oh yeah, I didn't even really go through my daily tasks. I kind of like went on a blab and then I didn't talk about anything. So, basically what I do is I used to have like an actual visual. Did I? Okay, so I do, but it's over there. I moved my desk.
I like the stars on your wall.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I do.
Okay. So this was a few months ago. I don't know if you can see it, but it says daily to-do list, Asana, return messages, hey girls, request 25 new people, check in on challenge group, invite new people, repeat. And I just keep repeating this until I don't have any more time to do anything else. So that's basically kind of what I do. So I try to, oh, okay. And then, like when I repeat, like one time will be all on Facebook and then it'll be all on Instagram. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Guys, I want to show you guys my wall real quick because I kind of keep track of everyone in my business center and in Matt's business center. So I used to be really, really selfish. I love recognition and I love when like my name is really high on the board. So I never wanted to get Matt success clip points or coaches because like, no, he didn't get any of those. Like that's all me, you know, he's not getting credit for that. But once I shift my mindset from that, now I'm going to be almost 1-star and 2-star. So I kind of want to show you, and you guys should get a visual, like, sorry, my kid's shit is all over the place. So all of the green is all of the people who are active on me and all of their coaches, all of their emerald people. I have a solid 8 to 10 emeralds, but none, of course, on Matt because I just started building his because I just got unselfish. So, and then this is all of Matt's people that I'm finally building his center. So there's mine and there's his. So you can see that there is a lot of people. And that's because, guys, I am just consistent and I'm real and I'm raw. I don't try to be anyone that I am not on social media. If I am the same person in my day-to-day life that I am on social media, sometimes I'm a bitch and some, you know, I'm a straight up blunt person and I will straight up tell you that you're making excuses and that it's time to sign up. Like, I love when people give me excuses. I'm like, yes, let's rattle off. Let's dodge that. Let's karate chop the shit out of that. What else you got? Okay. Because you're signing up with me. Like, I'm done with your excuses, but in a nice way.
Yeah.
But people really appreciate that. I mean, sometimes like some of my coaches are like, I can't believe you just said that to that person. And then like an hour later, they buy a challenge pack for me. I'm like, well, it works apparently, you know? So definitely just be yourself. If you're that bubbly, person like Danielle. She is super, super bubbly and just has an awesome, like aurora around her. And she shows that in her posts. And she finally kind of started being herself instead of what she thought everyone on social media needed to see. And I've seen a completely different shift in like her engagement on her posts and people actually paying really more attention to her than they were before, because I think that she was trying really hard to obviously be successful in this business, but she was trying too hard in all the wrong ways. And once she finally shifted from I don't really know who I am in this business to I'm fucking Danielle Passy, everyone is kind of like eyes on her. You know what I mean? So you just have to be yourself and you have to be who you are, because who you are is going to attract your people eventually. Mm-hmm. Might not happen right away, but it's inevitable. It really is. And you can't just quit before things happen, you know? How would you feel if you quit being a coach and then a month later, like 3 people hit up your inbox and they were like, hey, I'm sorry I ignored you for so long, but I'm ready to start. And you'd have to be like, oh, here's my upline because I quit. You know what I mean? So you just have to keep going, because I get those messages all the damn time, like random people that I haven't talked to in like 2-3 months because they either slipped through the cracks or I've sent them so many messages and they don't respond that I'm like, okay, I'm just going to leave you alone for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Everyone comes around. Yeah. Everyone comes around. It's just a matter of, will you still be here when they do?
Right. So for every single message you send, do you track that in Asana?
Yes, I try to. I've been getting sloppy lately, but I have been going back through and getting everything back situated. But yes, I have. I kind of went through like a really bad depression, anxiety phase recently. So I kind of let it get back. I let it get backed up. I don't know if I can share my screen. Can I share my screen being yep. Okay.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll kind of just give you a glimpse into my Asana. It's really, really super backed up right now, so don't judge me. I was doing nothing in my business for a straight month and a half.
I just know that some people like Ashley told me over the weekend that she doesn't track her Asana because she just makes her go quicker, and then like every Sunday she does follow up. So I'm just curious.
Yeah, I definitely still do. So see, this is my Asana. I don't do anything like, if you can see right, whoa, what the hell is going on here? Get back. You can see here that I changed her, go away. I have changed her due date to message her like 1 million times, and like everyone is kind of like that. Mm-hmm. So all the red obviously needs to be gone through. So like September, all that stuff. So, whoa, stop share. Okay.
Yeah, but like, so you do try to track.
I do. I definitely do. Sometimes when I kind of have like OCD also. So when I'm working my business and I don't have my laptop in front of me, I don't pull up my Asana on my phone. Yeah. I like to work where I can have my laptop in front of me. I have my phone in front of me. I'm sending messages through my phone. And at the same time, I'm on my laptop, Asana pulled up, throwing their name in there with a due date real quick.
I do the same thing with 2 computers. I won't do Asana unless I have both my computers out.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I have to work when I only have my phone and I'm out or something. So I'm like, okay, I'll remember when I get home, and then most of the time I forget. But honestly, guys, if you're just trying your best, that's what matters. You know, just try your best and do a little bit each day and go to bed fulfilled. You don't have to do a million things. You don't have to sell a challenge pack to be able to go to sleep at night. As long as you are showing up for yourself, you're showing up for everyone on social media, and you're maybe sending a few messages a day, no matter how many you are doing, you know, you should be definitely proud of yourself, because that's more than half of the coaches in this company do. So as long as you're being consistent with whatever you can get done in that day, then, you know, kudos to you, because so many coaches don't do a goddamn thing, and then they complain that they're not getting anywhere, or they can't afford their Shakeology, or, you know, they're going to have to quit because they can't pay their $15 fee, but they're not sending any messages and they're not doing anything to help themselves. So as long as you're doing things to be able to help yourself, then you're winning in my book.
Right. Okay, I have one more question about your challenger to coach conversion. Like, how do you feel like that you go about it? So do you typically sign up coaches just who previously have been challengers, usually?
So, I mean, honestly, I kind of cheat the system a little bit.
Okay.
But I haven't found anyone really that yet. I mean, no, let me take that back. I kind of know, I've been doing this a year. I know who's really going to kick ass at coaching, and kind of who's not even going to bother with it by now. I mean, some people surprise me. I have been surprised twice so far. But I give them the option when they're going to buy their challenge pack. I say, okay, do you want to just sign up regular, or do you want to sign up with the discount, which most people do? And you would sign up as a discount coach and get your challenge pack at the same time. Then you would save, you know, that discount and stuff like that. And usually people want to sign up for the discount. So I usually sign up people as coaches at the same time for the fast start bonus. So first they become discount coaches mostly under me. Not a week goes by usually, except for that week that I had a $21 paycheck, that I don't get that extra $100 for signing up 5 coaches in 5 weeks. I usually do that every week or every other week at least. I'm hitting that fast start bonus. So that helps.
Okay, so pause for 1 second. So you just say to them okay, so you have 2 options. You can just sign up with this, or there's an option, which most people do.
Yeah.
And then I've heard people say so it'd be the same price right now, but in the future you would get that discount. So most people end up doing it type of a.
Exactly. And I
blow it off it's normal.
Yeah. And right now, since they're $150, the challenge packs, I say, okay, since you're signing up as a discount coach, because I usually, what I do now is I do share a cart, because I don't know how people get so fucking confused. Where did you even go to get to there? That was not my instructions at all. So I usually build their cart now.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what they're doing. This one girl, she didn't notice apparently that her total was $300 on a $160 challenge pack. And then she screamed at me and bitched me out because they charged her $300. And I'm so I looked it up, and she got this deluxe whatever $300 challenge pack. I'm you didn't notice that it was $300 when you cashed out? Whatever. But so I will say something if they decide to sign up as a discount coach and that at the same time, they will get everything else discounted right there and then if they're doing that. So the pre-workout will be $37 instead of the $55. So I say, do you want to do, so I've sold 3 challenge packs, I think, in the past 4 days, where they're getting the $150 all access, and they're also adding on the pre-workout because it's only $37 instead of the $50 whatever, because you are getting those discounts at the same time too. And plus that's more volume for me. Plus they get the pre-workout, which they'll be hooked on.
Yeah.
I drink it 8 times a day.
I do too.
So then, yeah. So then, they obviously start doing stuff, and I try to get them really engaged in the group. You know, I'm always tagging them and stuff. I at least once or twice a week, I will personally message them and be how's everything going? You know, any setbacks, blah, blah, blah. And if they're doing really, really super good sorry, I have the hiccups or whatever. If they're doing super good by like the 3-week mark and they're like killing it and they love it, then I bring up the coaching opportunity. I'll say something like, listen, you're being super, super consistent in your own journey. What would you think about taking your journey like a step further and possibly doing what I do? And then usually we have a little coach sneak peek that we run every month. We just do like an ongoing one.
Yeah, we do.
Where new people go live. And I will say something like, I have a coach sneak peek that you could be a little fly on the wall. I'll add you to it. You can look at some videos if you want and then get back to me. And then usually no one says no. Well, a lot of them say no. But usually no one says no, at least to look at the coach sneak peek.
Yeah, right.
Might not sign up as a coach right now, but at least I'm getting them plugged into the coach sneak peek. So they will start getting notifications when people go live in that group, and it'll kind of re-jog their memory. And I have had people like after like 3 months of saying no, and finally someone will go live in the group who's new, and it'll kind of like resonate with them, and they'll message me and be like, all right, that last girl who posted in the group, like she kind of had like the same story as me, like I think I want to do this now, something like that. So you don't want to write off people just when they say no to like coaching and stuff. Sometimes it takes a while for people to kind of, again, even if they do buy a challenge pack, it still takes a while for them to see that you're still showing up for yourself. Right. I had no one 6 months ago. I did not have a team. And well, not 6 months ago, whenever last summit was. I don't know how far away that was anymore, but last summit,
like 6 months ago?
I don't know.
Yeah, like 7 months ago.
Okay. So like 7 months ago, I had no one. I was just an Emerald coach, and I had no one that wanted to go to Summit with me, and I left Summit, and I was like, you know what? I'm doing this. Like, I'm doing the damn thing. So sorry, everyone is like blowing me up right now, and it keeps going on my screen. So, yeah, I had no one. So then I just kept going, and I really dug deep into coaching, and I really dug deep into my own journey. And all the discount coaches I had finally were like, you know what, I kind of actually do want to work the business. So it took them almost a full year of watching me and only doing it for the discounts to actually want it. And now my one person who started out with it as a discount coach until I think like 4 months ago is now almost a diamond coach. So, which is also going to make me another star coach along with Matt, who's almost a diamond too. So it just takes people a while sometimes. And now I went to Summit by myself. This Summit, I have like 17 people of my personally sponsored coaches going to Summit with me. I had to rent out 3 damn hotel rooms to fit everyone. Like,
that's amazing.
It's just kind of crazy. Like I have children now, but I really never thought that would happen. Like I went to the last Summit, I was by myself. I met someone from Team Elevate. We flew together, and I was just part of Ashley's team. And now next Summit, I literally have like a gang of girls going, already bought their Summit ticket, already put down on their hotel rooms, like they are ready to go. And it's just kind of friggin' crazy because I never really thought that I would get as far as I am in this business, and I never really thought that I would finally get business builders. No one wanted to work the business with me. No one saw the vision I did. I just had a girl message me who was also like probably like my 6th coach, and she's been a discount coach this whole time. She just messaged me and she goes, what'd she say? She went, because she sees all the recognition I get, not only from like hitting stuff, but like what Beachbody does for us, like the tour trips that they pay for, the prizes that they send out when I hit Success Club, like all this stuff. And like Beachbody just like loves on you. That's what I love about this. Like, and she messaged me and she goes, yeah, I just sold because she's like a wedding planner person. she goes, yeah, I just had someone sign a $30,000 wedding like contract, and I just sold that for my venue, and I got a high five. So I'm into coaching, and I'm quitting this fucking job. You know, so just share everything. Even if you just get little gifts from Beachbody or whatnot, like, it is more, you guys don't understand that it is more than corporate America gives any friggin' human being that works for them most of the time. I mean, yes, some people get lucky and they like get raises on raises on raises, but most of the time that's not a reality. And most people just work their asses off, and people who do not deserve to be promoted over them get the job. That's just what happens. That's life in corporate America, and you just have to swallow it because you need a damn paycheck. So that's kind of what we are here for also, is to show them that this isn't just network marketing. Like, this is a way out of your cruddy life. Like, I mean, not everyone has a cruddy life, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It gets you out of whatever's holding you back, which
Exactly.
is why my team is called Team Liberate.
Yeah.
It takes you out of whatever situation you're not liking, whether it's health or fitness or whatnot. But
yep.
Perfect. Yeah, I love that. Well, that's amazing. And you have so many people at Summit. That's awesome.
I know.
Isn't Summit awesome?
Yeah.
I think everybody.
It's honestly like
everybody on this call is going to Summit. I think right now we have like 13 Liberators going.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's friggin' awesome. Like, my one girl, she was like, well, I don't know if I can get a babysitter. I'm like, it's 6 months away. Get someone off Craigslist. Going. You know?
That's the thing. Like, I get how it can feel like a little intimidating because you have to fly there, and, you know, especially if you don't know anybody, but like, it's such a game changer. Like, if you're serious about this business, it's going to change your life.
Mm-hmm. I made it so easy. Half of my people are from around me. That's just who I attract. Like, half of my coaches are from my hometown, and it kind of sucks for them because I already ran through all of our friends. So I'm like, well, gotta expand your network. I don't know what to tell you. They'll like send me screenshots, and they'll be like, what should I say to this girl? And I'll be like, she's my challenger.
Nothing. Don't say anything to her.
Don't say anything. It's okay. But I made it super easy this year, because I knew like flying and like everything was going to be a huge fiasco. So I rented out those rooms. So they just have to, you know, pay me the thing. And I also have like 3 or 4 cars of us all meeting up so that everyone can jump in a vehicle, and we're going to just drive there, since it's only, I think, 8 hours away.
Oh, you guys are driving?
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, okay, that takes care of your flying. So if you think you have to get a flight, then that takes care of that. So there's no excuses now.
That's awesome. That's really cool. This is amazing. Do you guys have any questions? I feel like we've taken plenty of your time. I don't want to keep you too much.
I know I rambled on most of the time, so
no, you didn't. It's really good to hear. I especially loved hearing the coach conversion piece. I've always like known that some people will do that discount part right off the bat, but I've never tried it. But I'm trying to embrace this, like, if something's not working, try something new. And so I feel like I'm going to give it a try. I feel like I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
I feel like I can do it.
I mean, I don't do it to everyone, like I said, but I always give them the option. And then it's good for a couple things. I mean, one, you don't have to convince someone to pay the $40 extra, even though they're going to get it right back. People still have a problem with that $40 to sign up to to become a coach, because that's already waived when you do a coach and challenge pack at the same time.
Right.
You don't have to pay the $40. 2, you get the 5 and 5 weeks, which helps. I mean, an extra $100 in your paycheck for just doing your job.
Pretty cool.
I mean, that has been make or break a lot of weeks and a lot of months for me for paying my bills, you know. Mm-hmm. And another thing is, even if they're not actively working the business, as you guys know, discount coaches count towards rank and whatever. So, I mean, that helps too. If you
add those coaches to your team page?
Not until they say yes to coaching.
Okay.
They're just a discount coach. And then what I do is I have a 7-day training that they go through all of that, and they have to like take notes, and they have to send it to me. and they actually have to go through all of the videos and stuff. And after that's all complete, then I introduce them to the group, and then I start giving them all the tools needed to actively coach.
Okay.
Like after they're done with their training, I add them to the page. Then the first thing we usually do is we get started on a coming out post, like a coming out, like I'm a health and fitness coach type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And usually they have a transformation because, they've already been a coach for 2-3 weeks.
Right.
So they can either do like a before and after, or they can just talk about how they feel now. I mean, even if there's nothing physical, you cannot tell me after 3 weeks of following this program and being connected to this community that you don't friggin' feel better, because you're lying.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. I just do like feel, felt, relate in your post. Talk about how you felt before you started this. Talk about how you feel now. Talk about
because of what you found. Feel, felt.
Yeah, exactly. And then they will type out their post. They send it to me first. I will read it, and I'll either help them word things a little differently, because I don't like saying Beachbody Coach.
Oh, yeah, we don't either.
If you're friends with me on Facebook,
We're all about the marketing.
I do not like saying anything about Beachbody on my page unless I really have to. I mean, sometimes, obviously, I do, but it's not all the time. Like, I don't say Shakeology. I don't say what program I'm doing. I just talk. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just explain it, kind of.
Yeah. Yep.
So I just make sure that the people that I am converting to coaches are not going to puke Beachbody all over their page. I just need to stop that and nip it in the butt before it happens, which is why I have all the training and everything that I do before they can actually start actively coaching.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much. This was amazing. This is really, really good. If you guys have any questions, you can message. Is it okay if we message you if you have any questions?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. Oh my God, it's 9:30 already. I'm so tired. Okay. Thank you.
Wow, we've been on here for an hour?
Yeah,
what is that, free Zoom or what?
Yeah. I have the upgraded Zoom, yeah.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
I need to get on that.
All right, Cassie. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
You're welcome. Bye.